tell us where we bridge the gap between competition and creating impact, because sectors are competing in their doing more good. There's a whole competition, and the competition is also about profitability. So where do we bridge that gap?
Competition has been a major obstacle to impact and what we call collective impact, where, for example, and I'll give an example of the space that we operate in is a non-governmental space, where oftentimes for the longest time there was an interpretation that NGOs and government were in competition, right, as opposed to seeing each other as complementary partners, and I think over time, I think we've seen that narrative more and more being corrected, and not just in a manner of narrative, but also in terms of action, where slowly we're beginning to see the role of NGOs being to provide solutions, to co-create solutions with government and communities, and then support government to scale, because government has unlimited resources. And I think I want to dwell a bit on government to say that I think one of the major obstacles to sustained impact has been that a lot of the development programs have been anchored in political goodwill. And when you have transitions in political regimes, then a lot of gains are eroded. I think you've seen this, and I don't need to speak this publicly, but you've seen this a lot in many instances. And I think what we need to be moving towards is a situation where you're seeing programs that are designed with communities at the center, and not as them being bystanders, but them being at the center and driving the impact and driving the solutions. I think that's one of the areas that we could really strengthen collective impact and sustainability.